Welcome everyone. This is Rafael Hernandez, and this is quite the sudden recording, guys, because I would say that Haaland's father and Hayola meeting with Laporta is something that I really wasn't expecting to wake up to, but I did, and yeah, it's one hell of a way of starting your day without a doubt. So let's recap what we know. So earlier today, Mino Raiola and Haaland's father, Alf Inge Haaland, arrived at the Barcelona airport, and they were taken by Laporta's right hand man for a meeting in Barcelona. So they talked for around 2 hours and left Barcelona already. That's all that happens today, guys. So let us not take any quick conclusions from that. So, aside from this, we know that now it's certain that Laporta wants Haaland and he will try his best to sign the Norwegian this summer. It's fantastic news, honestly. I'm absolutely buzzing, and by now everyone knows that I really think that Haaland will be the next star of the upcoming 10 years. So Barca needs him. I would say that the club needs him more than he needs us, but it's not exactly a problem. It's never going to be a problem, something like that. But yeah, it's fantastic. And of course, the moment that I saw the news about the meeting, the first thing that came to mind was the finances behind the deal. And guys, we know from the Sport Tree report yesterday that Barcelona won't be having any kind of profits for the next 3 years, and losses of over 350 million at the end of the season or likely. So yeah, it's one hell of a hole and the club's finances. But the good thing about that report that it wasn't actually all bad news. We knew that now the financial situation is worse than we thought. I don't think that should surprise anyone that Bartomeu lied again. But that's how he did things, and I'm glad that he's gone. But the report from Sport 3 is actually good because the the whole issues with the finances actually take into consideration Messi's renewal and a marquee signing. So basically, it means that Barcelona would take all of these losses and not any profits for the first 3 years of Laporta's reign. But the club would also be able to keep Messi at the club and make a big signing. So not always lost. And I was a little bit relieved by that because we now know that Laporta knows the financial situation at the club. So it's bad, yeah, it's bad, but it's not unmanageable. And it's something that Laporta said many times in his campaign that things might be bad, but they're not getting to a point where everything is lost. So big relief. So we could actually have a summer where Barcelona makes a big signing and keep Messi. So did we exaggerate about the club's long-term future when Bartomeu was in charge? Absolutely not. The situation was really bad. It's still bad, but now we have a man of trust at the club. Laporta knows what he's doing. He's a professional, and he takes the club seriously, and he loves Barcelona, and he's going to fix our financial situation slowly. Of course, but the club needs to make more sales, and by sales I mean selling players like Deadweight, like Coutinho and Umtiti. Is not going to be easy because no one wants Umtiti, and he's a guy that is earning almost 18 million per year, including taxes. So it's already a big hole in the club's finances. You have Coutinho too, who is now perennially injured. So before Haaland or any big signing this summer, Laporta will have to make sales, and we have the right man in charge too. Matteo Alemany is really experienced with in Spanish football, and he could actually do something that Bartomeu failed for his whole reign, to actually make good sales for Barca. I would say that no, I'm not expecting Coutinho to be sold for 80 million, especially in the pandemic economy, but maybe we could actually sell Coutinho for something like 20 or 30 million. That would be enough. Okay, so back to Haaland. Guys, this could really be happening, but let us not forget that it's Mino Raiola. He's going to make a massive bidding or war after out of Haaland. So it's not done, it's not over. It was just a meeting, and we are likely to hear more about, I would say, Mino Raiola arriving at Madrid, Mino Raiola arriving in Manchester, Mino Raiola arriving in London. So yeah, we know how the super agent works, and let us not fool ourselves into thinking that Haaland is definitely going to sign for Barca just because they were there. And we already had reliable reports that Manchester City met with Haaland's father recently too. So now we know for sure that we at least have Manchester City and Barcelona going all out for Haaland. We're not sure about the rest of the clubs yet. We have had reports that Real Madrid is going after him and Chelsea and everything, but it's not enough. It's not enough to say for certain that they are. Let us wait a little bit more. And regarding the price, we have had reports that Borussia Dortmund will only take 150 million to 180 million for Haaland. So this isn't going to be easy. Absolutely not. And it's going to be really expensive. But the possibility that Borussia will actually miss out on Champions League for next season is very likely. And this weekend we already will have news of that because Eintracht Frankfurt will play against BVB. So if BVB loses, they will be even further away from going to do Europe next season. And given the pandemic finances too, no matter of what Michael Zorc says, and Watsky there too, their CEO. That doesn't matter. They are going to have to make a compromise. But I would say that around 120 million should be enough to bring Haaland in terms of a transfer fee. And then you add agent fees and everything else. We are likely going to get around 150 million for Haaland because Hayola and Haaland's father are going to ask for a lot of money, and they can ask for it. And let us not forget that Mino Raiola himself made over 30 million euros from the Pogba transfer to Manchester United. So yeah, it's going to cost a lot, but we can trust Laporta that Barcelona are at least going to try to sign him, and Laporta won't enter this bidding war if he doesn't think that it's possible to sign him. So let us hope for the best, guys, because I really want to see Haaland at the club, and I'm sure that I'm not the only one. See you on social media.